Hey guys, it's TechRain here. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the first ever cloth mouse pad from SkyPAD/Wallhack. That is right. If you guys did not know, SkyPAD rebranded to Wallhack, so that way they can diversify what kind of peripherals they actually make. Because when you think of SkyPAD, you think of their glass mouse pads. So that was something they were trying to move from. And of course, they did that with actually Wallhack and released their first ever new product, which is a cloth mouse pad. Now, it's interesting to know about this product. There's two different things. First of all, there's two different versions of it. This is actually the, MO-001 cloth mouse pad, and it's focused on speed and precision, which is similar to like what they're trying to do with the glass mouse pads, but it's focused on cloth instead. And they have another version of this mouse pad that's actually a control mouse pad, so that way if you play like CSGO, Valorant, those kind of games, you can get that version of the mouse pad. If you play FPS shooters, you get this version of the mouse pad. And of course, I will have both of them linked down below if you are interested in either one of them. However, the only caveat to these mouse pads, they are very nice and probably gonna be very quality, which we're gonna check out here today, is that they're both $60. So will $60 be reasonable enough to say this is actually worth buying? Or is it better just go with a normal $20 mouse pad with more length and the lower quality? That's the question we're gonna answer out here today, because I'm very curious to see like if this is actually like worth my 60 bucks, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into the unboxing. Now the package came like this when I got it, which is pretty nice. It seems like they're old packaging, but at the same time too, I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it is though. But, or maybe this is what they're using for actually the cloth mouse pads. But we'll set this for the timing to Psychos at the other shell. But you can see here is the actual normal packaging for it. It's very similar to that their older packaging, but honestly, maybe this is just like a new branding, who knows? But we can actually pull up the zip on the back side here and open this one up. And with that, we'll have access to the mouse pad, that's what I at least assume. Yep, perfect. So now what we'll do is just slip it on out. With that, we got the cloth mouse pad, and I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, there's legitimately nothing else in there. It's just the cloth mouse pad from the side of it, so we'll just set this up to the side. But here's how it looks like out of the box. Honestly, feels pretty high quality. The texture is definitely different compared to what I normally use. And you can just kind of see too that it looks good. And there's also a rubber backing on the back too, so like if you want some grip to it, you can actually do so. So it won't like move around as much once you put your mouse on it. So I'm curious now to see like how does it feel like to put my mouse on it. So here are both mouse pads look compared. So this is the new cloth mouse pad from SkyPAD versus their normal, Wallhack 004. So both of these are different because of the fact that this is the speed version for cloth and this is just the glass mouse pad. And I will say this though, this mouse pad does feel faster compared to most mouse pads, and we're going to compare it to the $20 mouse pad I normally have on my desk if I don't actually play with FPS shooters. And here is the glass mouse pad. And you can definitely tell alone that the glass mouse pad is definitely faster. And when we do a light test, like a light tap, that wasn't really light. That's light. And you compare it to this one, doesn't really move that much as a glass mouse pad because there's less friction on this one. But still, pretty good on the cloth one. My big question is now, how does it actually compare to a normal cloth mouse pad? Next up, we got our cloth mouse pad comparison. Now keep in mind, this is a $60 cloth mouse pad, and this is $20, and this is worn in for like the last 3 years. I should definitely just like change it out this rate, but besides the point though, we're gonna compare to see how much of a difference it is. Now what I was noticing with this one right here, the cloth mouse pad I normally use, definitely has a little bit more grip to it. It's not as fast compared to the Wallhack one, where it definitely has less grip and is definitely more speedy more than anything else. And you can just tell too by the looks of it when I'm just like barely moving it around. You just see how like fast that is. Now my big thing with this is though is that this is like $6 compared to $20. How does it hold up against different conditions? So we know that yeah, it's faster and it definitely feels better and higher quality for sure. But how does it hold up against water? So this one, it pretty much does the thing, it just bounces it around. You can see right here, kind of just keeps it in place. Compared to this, try this. Now, surprisingly holds up really, really well. Actually, no, it does absorb. So this one is absorbing into the mouse pad compared to this one. Let's see if it actually absorbs in that one, because I know it's supposed to be water resistant, but 3 years old, so keep that in mind. So the water's kind of getting diluted into this mouse pad for the cloth one, and this one has barely even spread. So just something to keep in mind. So if you want to clean up on this one, $20 mouse pad, it didn't really go anywhere compared to this one where it literally went all over the place. So yeah, just to keep in mind, if you're a spiller and you spill stuff, this cloth mouse pad will absorb pretty much anything. Good thing this is just water. If it was anything else, it'd be worst case scenario. And it looks like you can squeeze it out though, so you could probably put this in the ringer, which we'll test next. So far, it's not that waterproof compared to this one, which is. So if you are someone who spills a lot, I would not like recommend this unless you are like someone who doesn't keep anything on your desk, then go for it. And this one actually did hold up pretty well. You can actually see the stain mark around here, which is like barely on the outside though. Okay, the next test is a actual real test. Coke, this is the gamer test. So just gonna give that a second to soak. We're gonna see how it cleans. So let's just say, oh no, we spilled Coke on our mouse pad, right? Or something. It can be any substance, for example, here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this that we got soaked in Coke. We're gonna now throw it into the washer. They'll actually like wash it to see how like it does. So throw it in here. And we're gonna set this to speed wash. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a small amount of cleaner in there. Then we're gonna grab a small amount of actually softener. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. And then we're just gonna speed wash this to see like, can you just wash this in the washer with no real problem? Okay, so it just finished up washing. So we're just gonna pull this on out and see how it is so far. And I think what we're gonna do with it is just set it outside to dry and we'll see what happens when we just air dry it. Okay, so I gave it like 10 minutes and it's pretty much all dry, all good to go. Actually, looks exactly as new as I got it out of the box before I spilled Coke on it. The real question is now, does it still perform good? Still feels nice. It's a little bit moist underward, which you can tell, so I didn't really fully let it dry off. So if I give it like another probably 30 minutes, it'll be fine, but it doesn't feel like it's impacted at all. It just feels like it needs to dry out more than anything else. But let's get into the gaming test now. Okay, for our next test is the gaming test. Let's see how it actually performs while gaming. I actually need to record a YouTube video with the new R9 skin, so this is perfect for me. We'll get the pop off of the R9 skin, get the test out the mouse pad, see how it performs, and I'll give you guys my feedbacks on it. So far, it feels pretty good right there, but I just want to quickly say that, like, it feels nice. Even while splashing water on it, it hasn't really too much impacted it. My only thing with it is not as smooth as a glass mouse pad, which is no surprise there, but you can definitely feel the difference if you use glass already. There's like no reason to go back if you're playing an FPS shooter, because glass is like the best. This dead slide is so hard. Oh yeah, the exact same idea I did. Bro, there's no way to this. There we go. There's my hip fire. Oh, not the time to load. Not the time to load. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I should have died there. Next up, we have CSGO. So let's see how this actually is with it. I'm curious to see like if it's that good when I'm actually playing this game, because this is more of a control-based game than an FPS-based game. So it'll be interesting to see like, oh, is this mouse pad over the top or is it not? But if the glass mouse pad was enough for me to actually like lose control, then I think we'll be fine with the cloth mouse pad. It's more focused on speed than anything else. So off to a pretty good start there. Okay, bud. Okay, Hannah. I am whipping a lot, it seems, with this mouse pad, but I think it's just me more than anything else. Actually painful. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I can't shoot a bot for the life of me, but I can shoot a competent player. I don't know, that was weird. There we go, that's more like it. I was like, why am I not getting thirded yet? So far, I haven't had any real problems with the speed pad compared to my normal glass mouse pad. So unless you're somebody who's very sensitive in CS or has a really high sense, this won't really negatively impact you too much. I just know everyone's running an op now that I've used them before. So just something that kind of keep in mind if you're interested in that. So yeah, I feel like though this this cloth mouse pad, let me rephrase my words,
isn't particularly anything bad. And I think it's pretty good, but let's go into my final thoughts now.
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys about this mouse pad. This mouse pad is $60. Comparing it to cloth mouse pad, it's pretty good. It feels very high quality, feels very fast to actually use, but it comes at a cost of $60. So just something to keep in mind. So if you're someone who wants the best cloth mouse pad and you don't plan to go for a glass mouse pad and you just want to get this, then yeah, go for it, absolutely. However, the only problem with this cloth mouse pad compared to like the other one I showed you guys like earlier, $20, is that you can get way more value for actually mouse space with actually $20. And also on top of that too, it's water resistant as well. So like I will have that mouse pad link down below if you want to get it for yourself. Like, same thing with this one. But if you just want pure performance, then this one will be fine for the time being, because like $60, almost near a glass mouse pad. I wouldn't say it's exactly there because there is some traction still compared to like the smoothness of a glass mouse pad. And if you were wanting to get as much speed as possible, I would just get a glass mouse pad anyways. Don't worry about getting this. If you can just like upgrade from cloth to actually glass, just do it. Spend the $100 instead of spending $60 on this. That's my personal take at least. Now, for anyone who has a glass mouse pad, there's no reason like to get this at all if you already have one. Even I wouldn't have bought this if I wasn't like seeing a lot of people are interested in seeing a review video on it. That was the big reason why I got it here today, was going to review it. But for me personally, would I buy this mouse pad or recommend other people buying it? I would say it depends on your use case. Like I said earlier, if you don't have anything on your desk and you just want to have like pure gaming performance, plus you don't keep drinks on your desk, go for it. But if you just want to get the most value for your money, spending $20, like $10 can get you a way better mouse pad with more space. So those are my only complaints with it. But the big thing I would say is SkyPAD. Like if you want to make this a product people were more likely to buy, I would say make it $60 still, but increase the space of it. Like my mouse pad you saw was way longer than the actual like the one you guys made. So just make it the same size as this. Like make it have as much space as needed for like getting around the whole surface area. Because this being so small only covers your like right arm, right? But if you make it the size of this, people are more likely to buy it because they don't feel like they're gonna get as much value for their money. And like the performance from this is really good, but it doesn't really go for the value, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's my honest thoughts and review on the new, Wallhack / SkyPAD first ever cloth mouse pad. Do you guys enjoy my review video here today? Make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed so I miss future tech content. And I'll see you guys from now on, okay? Have a great day. Tech Grant out.